Hi, boys and girls. Miss Block here. Jerry Spinelli. Loser by Jerry Spinelli. We are on chapter 4. It is called Zinkoff's First Day. Zinkoff gets in trouble his first day of school. In fact, before he even gets to school, he's in trouble with his mother. Like the other neighborhood mothers of first day, first grade children, Mrs. Zinkoff intends to walk her son to school. First day is a big day, and mothers know how scary it can be to a 6-year-old. Zinkoff stands at the front door, looking at all the kids walking to school. It reminds him of a parade. His mother is upstairs getting dressed. She calls down, "Donald, you wait!" Her voice is firm, for she knows how much her son hates to wait. By the time she comes downstairs, he's gone. She yanks open the door. People are streaming by. Mothers hold the hands of younger kids while fourth and fifth graders yell and run and rule the sidewalks. Mrs. Zinkoff looks up the street. In the distance, she sees the long neck of a giraffe poking above the crowd. Hurrying along with others, it's him. Must be him. He loves his giraffe hat. His dad bought it for him at the zoo. If she has told him once, she has told him 50 times. Do not wear it to school. Ooh, sounds familiar. Don't wear that giraffe hat to school. My mom used to tell me, you can't wear pajamas to school. Go back upstairs and change. The school is only 3 blocks away. He will be there before she can catch him. With a sigh of surrender, she goes back into the house. The first grade teacher stands at the doorway as her new pupils arrive. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to school. When she sees the face of a giraffe go by, she nearly swallows her greeting. She watches the giraffe and the boy under it march straight to a front row desk and take a seat. When the bell rings, the teacher, Miss Meeks, shuts the door and stands before the desk of the unusually hated students. The other students The other students are openly giggling. She wonders if this boy is going to be a problem. This is Miss Meek's year to retire, and the last thing she needs is a troublesome first grader. That's quite a hat you have there, she says. It is, in fact, remarkably lifelike. The boy pops to his feet. He beams. It's a giraffe. So I see. But I'm afraid you'll have to take it off now. We don't wear hats in this classroom. Okay, he says cheerfully. He takes off the hat. You may be seated. Okay, he seems agreeable enough. Perhaps he will not be troublesome after all. Now she has to tell him that he cannot keep the hat with him. She hopes he won't break out bawling. First graders can be so unpredictable. You never know what might set them off. She tells him. She keeps an eye on his lower lip to see if it will quiver. It does not. Instead, he pops to his feet again and brightly chirps, Yes, ma'am, and hands the hat to her. Why does she look at his bottom lip to see if it might quiver? That's going to indicate that he's crying, right? Yes, ma'am. Where did that come from? She smiles and whispers, Thank you. Down now. He whispers back, Yes, ma'am. 26 heads turn to follow her as she carries the 3-foot hat to the cubbyholes at the back of the room. She labeled the cubbies the day before, and now she suddenly realizes she doesn't know which one belongs to the boy. She turns. What's your name, young man? He jumps to attention and belts at full voice, Zinkoff! She has to turn her face to keep from laughing out loud. In all her 30 years of teaching, she has never known a student to announce himself or herself in such a manner. She turns back to him and gives a slight bow, which somehow seems to be called for. Thank you, and no need to shout, Mr. Zinkoff. Do you have a first name? The class is a twitter. Donald, he says. Thank you, Donald, and you may keep your seat. There is no need to rise when you speak. Yes, ma'am. The cubbies as the classroom seating soon will be, are in alphabetical order. She goes straight to the last cubbyhole and inserts the giraffe. The space is not deep enough to hold it all. It looks as if a baby giraffe is napping in there. The thought comes to her that Donald Zinkoff, in more ways than cubbyholes, will always be easy to find. And that's the end of that chapter. Love you, boys and girls.